Vamos a darle otra vez con otra rondita. Y normal. Vale, muy bien. Pero esta vez vamos a hacérnoslo con Emily. Que he visto que tiene algunas cosas diferentes. En el original creo recordar que no había diferencia. Pero... uy, qué frío hace, me cago en la leche. Oh. Y quiero ver si consigo todos los conjuntos. Que por lo visto hay algunos conjuntos que solo se pueden conseguir cuando has jugado con los dos jugadores. Así que me imagino que se guardará. Espero.
So, your uncle. What's wrong with him?
He's possessed.
Lo que esta tía no se tenga que pelear con
Something
el
like
final.
that.
Puedo.
He says a dark man is following
Un
him,
frío.
watching
Como
him at
2
all
semanas con el
times.
cuerpo cortadísimo, tío.
What do you make of it?
It's nonsense, of course. But I'd be lying if I said it didn't bother me. You see, it runs in my family.
Possession?
No, detective. Deteriorating melancholy. Practically every member of the Hartwood family is driven mad before they grow old.
Como en la caída de la casa Usher.
But
¿En serio?
Jeremy
Qué
didn't kill
frío.
himself. Is that why he's at your
La manta
setup?
aquí porque es que estoy helando, vamos.
Despite being convinced that he is truly possessed, he decided to put his last chips on Dr. Gray and his psychoanalysis, figuring he might stumble upon some cure.
Total, que eso. Vamos a ver qué tal. Esta tía.
You mentioned the letter.
I received a disturbing letter from Jeremy accusing the staff and all the other patients of being involved in some cult. And now they are also out to get him.
Could it be real? Or is it all just in his head?
It's a story he tells himself, Mr. Carnby.
La calma panda.
Anything to avoid the truth.
Which is...
Esa cabecita que veis ahí.
That we're all terribly insignificant. That people mean so very little to one another.
Técnica.
That there is no one out to get Jeremy Hartwood because he isn't worth getting.
Here we are.
My uncle's not well.
¿Tendré que
Mr.
hacer yo esta
Carnby.
parte de colarme en la
I want to
casa?
make sure he's all right.
Then what's my part in this? You couldn't get a cab?
I just wouldn't feel safe going alone.
Qué frío tengo, tío. Chao, que
Did you
no
bring
vais
a gun?
viendo, pero es que tengo un
Yeah.
frío.
You think it'll actually come to that?
No. But you might need to wave it around depending on how agreeable the staff will be.
What exactly are we gonna do when we find Jeremy?
I don't know. Let's just find him first.
Vale. Esta vez es con Emily. Pues sí.
Hello?
It's so quiet. Where is everyone?
It's a big place. Maybe they're on the other side of the house.
Stay here. I'll have a look.
En esa época, eres un hombre y un detective. ¿En serio vas a dejar que esta tía vaya sola, por su cuenta? Ha pasado lo mismo que me pasó con el otro tío. Me creía que esto era un objeto flotante.
Surprised by her own reckless decision, Emily found herself breaking into Desetto. She mulled over how to present her story in case she got caught, but couldn't think of anything that sounded convincing. She wasn't much of a fast talker. Best to find a way to open the front door and let Detective Conby inside so he can handle the situation.
¡Uy! Tengo una pistola del principio. Sabes que esta tía no tendría más desde el principio.
What's this?
Erna, mi niña. Llave del jardín de la cocina. Ok. Pin. Qué bien que no se gaste. Porque yo pensando como llegué tú pasando que eras gringa. No, ¿por qué? ¿Qué tengo de gringa en mi canal? Uy. Vamos, que no pasaría nada si fuera gringa, pero no, no lo soy para nada. No sé qué hay en mi canal que pueda dar esa impresión. Sí, sí, española, vamos. Mucho gusto. Y feliz domingo de Rabo para ti también, aunque yo no celebro esas cosas, pero... Vale, que lo celebre. Vale, necesito las
I
cizallas
don't
para
think I'll be able
esto.
to get in there.
Mm, Esto es para activar el... Eso digo yo. Pues qué tal, bienvenido, Wind of Winters. Bienvenido o bienvenida. Ah,
This must be
árbol.
older than Derceto. They've built the house around it.
¿Charalla? Es que los títulos tienen en inglés. Ah, pero bueno, porque el juego se llama así, no porque yo lo haya puesto por nada, vamos, por el nombre del juego y punto, vaya. Y soy blanca, ¿eh? Como si no existiesen gringos... Uy, de más colores. O como si todos los blancos fueran gringos. Yo, bueno, yo soy del sur de España, que aquí todo el mundo es más moreno que... Unos morenitos de pie y yo parece que soy de, vamos,
I need the key.
de... del norte de Europa, vaya. Esto está todo cerrado. Eh, A mí me gusta mucho la historia de España. El del Reino de España, de los tercios, el Gran Capitán y demás. ¿Pero de historia bélica te refieres o en general, historia en general de España? Que yo no tengo-
I need
Normal,
the
que
key.
miras dos veces en el mismo lado. Vale, Uy, esto no lo he leído yo. Cuando regreses, John Marco 1918. Ah, oh my god.
Dearest Emily,
Sí.
Derceto is the prey of evil, and now they're all in on it. The staff and all the patients are nothing more than a mindless cult set to awaken the bayou. I see now that it was wrong of me to try to survive the madness of the Dark Man. You will also learn that soon enough. Every hour that passes where I deny him his right to my sanity makes it worse for the
Una
people
vez al
I care
hospital.
about.
Ahora no
He
leo.
perfectly staged his world in order to conduct my fall. And I have to fall, Emily. Stay away, my dearest niece. Stay as far away from Derceto as you can. Someday you may understand what I've done. May God forgive me. Farewell, Jeremy Hall.
Ahora. Una vez iba al hospital y un muchacho parecido Y un muchacho parecido a mí le empezaron a hablarme español y no entendía nada. Me morí de la risa hasta que me regañó la enfermera en Manhattan. En general, todo, la costumbre y demás. Ah, mira. Como, ¿qué te puedo decir? Como todos los países, tiene sus cosas buenas y sus cosas malas. Como todo en esta vida. A mí, desde luego, los paisajes y todo eso es de lo que más me gusta. Chitas. Jeje. Ahí está. Ahora sí. Y algunas costumbres me gustan más que otras, claro. Escucha. Mira, esta parece que no se atasca tanto. Espero. Espero no equivocarme y que no se me atasque en momentos cruciales. Tónicos. Y por ejemplo, ahora está todo el mundo en Semana Santa.
Every day your silence weighs
Yo
a little
no
heavier.
salí por Semana Santa,
It's
vamos.
been a difficult year for everyone.
Este año
and
está todo el mundo
many
todo
have
cabreado.
lost all
Que
hope.
ha llovido tanto que
I
no han
read
podido
in the
salir casi
papers about
ninguna
people suffering.
procesión.
Pictures of dust-covered landscapes without a drop of water. I wish I knew if you were still tending the earth or if you had turned your back against us. I have started to look for help elsewhere. I pray you will tell me if I am going down a path that you find disagreeable. With help from Baptiste and Charlotte, I found comfort in the practice of the voodoo. I have long been skeptical of that Caribbean cult, but it's been of good use to me. It seems all harmless in my book. I say some words dreamt up by the Creoles, and I carry around a small pocket of gris-gris. Nothing of this is mentioned in the Bible, of course, but the French Quarter priestess tells me it's all connected. She says the Christian God is just one more perspective on the creator of things. That's what I like to think, but the other way around, that the spirits of her faith are just aspects of you, our Heavenly Father. I am so grateful for the words you gave Mr. Hartwood. We will sing your praises at St. John's Eve. The world will be blessed soon again. Only the sacrifices of the Old Testament compare to your demands. Let it be the truth. A mother of earth, wood, and dirt. A mother of 1,000 young.
Sacred sand, $1. Black cat oil, $1.50. Devil shoestrings, a quarter.
Perdona,
That
zapato del
makes
diablo.
$2.75, madame.
What was that you were telling the doctor? A goat without horns. What does that mean?
Nunca hablas sin
You must
cuerno.
have misheard me, madame. I
Antes,
said no such thing.
Please, I know I don't look like any of you, but I'm devout. I'm ready to do what it takes.
Do not be so eager to sacrifice the few things you have left, madam. Now please, leave my store.
A goat without horns.
Quería preguntar por la cabra sin cuerno. He dicho, ¿qué coño es eso? Luego te he dicho básicamente que estás dispuesto a sacrificarlo todo. Y ha dicho que sí, que estás dispuesto a sacrificarlo todo, bla, 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 bla. Lo mismo de la otra vez. Lo mismo. Vale. Vamos a robar lo que podamos, que luego... Vale, esto daba lo del servicio. He entrado por ahí. No, o por aquí. Uy. ¿Me deja abrir el mapa? Tía. Veneno para ratas. ¡Eh! Esto era lo que me faltaba. Una gran depresión. Al comenzar la nueva década, Estados Unidos se lanzaba de cabeza a una vorágine de deuda, sequía y muerte. El periodo fue denominado la Gran Depresión y supuso la ruina para muchas familias. Era un nombre apropiado, pues la pobreza también alimentaba la locura a través de la desesperación. Jeremy no fue víctima de eso, por supuesto, pues ella había experimentado la oscuridad en su interior. Conocía muy bien la sombra que se erguía en su umbral. No era nada nuevo, sino algo que siempre había estado con él. Oh, me ha dicho grandes cosas.
What was that?
Un poquito más de lore, no tan profundo. Ay. Que sí, que lo sé. Uy. ¿Rumbo? ¿En serio? ¿Eso no lo he cogido antes? Vale, entonces aquí tenemos esto que está... Esto que está cerrado, ¿no? Al fondo me refiero. Que falta la llave. A todo lo que podamos por aquí. Que falta... Eso para que se
Into
vea
the
más,
key.
¿eh? Hmm. Sí, he pasado por aquí. ¿Por qué no me lo marcas? Este también es puzzle.
Please do not touch the boiler. It is working after all. While the sabotage has caused a leak, only the decorative plate has been completely ruined. Let's wait for Mr. Chance to turn up and he can take a look at the leak. Mr. Waits.
A la 1 de la mañana te está haciendo... Bueno, iba a decir una torrilla, pero en realidad... Pan, leche y canela. Leche, huevos, canela para embadurnar el pan. Le echa azúcar, miel y un poquito de vino ya. Aunque aquí creo que no lleva huevo. No se hace torrija, la verdad. Debería de saber porque es algo de aquí, pero ni idea. Más bien como un pan frito, ¿no? Vale. A la 1:30 de la mañana. Aquí son las 7:30, ya ves. De la tarde. Qué desfase horario, tío. Pan francés, pero no le agrego fresas porque es mucho dulce. Bueno, si no están... Si son nuevas y eso, puede estar un poquito más ácido. Es que aquí
What's this?
están las torrijas que creo que se hacían con pan y se bañaban en vino o leche y luego creo que se fríen y luego le puedes añadir miel también, creo.
Sunday, June
Bueno, mucho
20th.
caso porque no nos hacen las, pero
I
vamos.
spent all
Aquí se
day
come
looking
mucho
for
en
Jeremy.
Semana Santa.
I should have cared for
Y
the
los
others,
pestiños.
but I'm scared that he will do something irreversible. Cassandra is upset that I didn't give her the latest shipment of pain medication that Waits brought from the post office yesterday. I would have given it to her, but the company didn't send a new key
1:30
this
en Nueva
time
York.
around, so the box is just sitting there on my
No,
desk.
así no veas.
They must have figured we had
6
plenty
horas
and
de
they'd give me
diferencia.
the keys by now. I only remember seeing one lately. Grace was playing with it inside the grand parlor. Unless it turns up by itself, it will have to wait. I have to figure out where Jeremy is. I think Jack knew something. That dog of his found a strange rot permeating the house. She's showing us, he said. Like those blots and streaks of fetid rot was talking to him.
Acá nos va a bañar el pan donde mezclo leche, huevo y un poco de canela en polvo. Sí, vamos. Pan frito, vaya. que la verdad que soy terrible cocinera, vamos. No... Debería de aprender a hacer cosas. Librería cerrada. Ay, esto no lo he puesto. Ah,
I need the key.
esto está cerrado también, creo, ¿no? Ah, no.
The
Pista.
Great Depression. President Hoover raises tariffs on over 20,000 imported goods in an act to protect American labor. Following the collapse of the Wall Street stock market on October 24 last year, American industry has suffered greatly. Thousands of companies have gone bankrupt and left a large part of the American workforce unemployed. In an attempt to turn the tide, the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act has been signed by President Herbert Hoover. By regulating commerce with foreign countries, the government hopes to encourage the
No me acuerdo
industries
si
of
esto lo
the
teníamos en la
United
otra
States
partida.
to compete with cheap foreign imports. Superstition
Ah,
on rise.
aquí.
New Orleans voodoo stores
Habla de
and
la
spirited
escritora.
mediums see increased profit during troubled times. While the market has faced hard times ever since Black Thursday of last year, voodoo doctors and
De la
snake charmers
Cassandra.
see significant rise in number of customers. With the coming eve of St. John on the 23rd, the police expect increased cult activity around Bayou St. John, the southern shore of Lake Pontchartrain. Voodoo rituals in that area on the eve of St. John have a long tradition reaching back to the first snake worshippers brought as slaves from West Africa. During the
Lindísima.
19th century, its practice was popularized by the legendary Marie Laveau and has since been embraced by many of the Creoles and the surviving aristocracy of the French Quarter. Author seeks asylum. Rumors regarding author Cassandra Beauregard making
texto más
Derceto her
largo.
home verified. Derceto Hospital is
Sí,
an old
hombre,
plantation
hablando de
building on the
panfletos y cosas
eastern
de esas.
shores of
Uf.
Lake Pontchartrain. While often considered an asylum for the insane, residing Dr. Elmore Lee Gray prefers to think of it as a convalescent home, a place where you can go to rest. The patient list is kept secret, but thought to include many of the black sheep of wealthy families, because at Derceto, treatment does not come for free. Local author Cassandra Beauregard has now been confirmed by her own admission. She's been lauded as a powerful Creole voice and written many successful books. Lately it was reported from Hollywood that she has finished a moving picture manuscript titled Slaughter Gulch. That film is set to hit the theaters next year.
Vaya acentazo, mi niño. Vale, eso está todo cerrado, ¿no? Esta sí. Vale. Vale, entonces ya podremos ir a
I need the key.
abrir la puerta. Tengo curiosidad por ver cómo se desarrolla esto, teniendo en cuenta que hay escenas en las que aparecen juntos pero luego se separan y no sé qué está haciendo cada uno.
Excuse me? Do you know where I can find Jeremy Hartwood?
Of course not.
McCarthy, what are you doing?
Ah, esta escena es diferente, ¿no?
To lose sight of the girl.
Don't you worry, Mags. I'll find that little rascal.
Ah, no, sí, la misma.
What are you doing here?
I'm sorry about all this, but I'm looking for my uncle. His name is Jeremy Hartwood.
What are you
Sí que es
doing,
diferente,
child?
sí que es
You shouldn't be
diferente.
alone. Go find McCarthy.
Who are you? Are you here for the Fay Dodo?
Go upstairs now.
My name is Emily Hartwood. I'm the niece of Jeremy Hartwood. This is Detective Carnby.
The police? Why are you here?
No, I'm a private investigator. Sorry to bother you. My client's worried about her uncle. He's a patient here at Derceto. If you don't mind, could you direct us where to find him?
No, I can't. Jeremy has gone missing. If you leave your information, I will make sure to contact you.
Wait, he ran away?
No, he won't leave the house. He's around here somewhere, and both of our orders.
En la
are
otra eran
looking
un
for
poquito
him.
más
That's
crípticos.
unacceptable. Where's Dr. Gray? I want to speak with him immediately.
Fine, I'll ask him. Wait here and don't touch anything.
En la otra eran un poco más en plan de... No está disponible, no sé qué. Bueno, sí, me ha desaparecido, pero nada, lo estamos buscando, no pasa nada.
Do you want to see Jeremy's room?
Can you show us?
Follow me.
¿What? ¿Del tirón? ¿En serio? ¿Esto es porque es segunda partida? ¿O porque es con Emily?
Thank you.
Pero bueno.
Strange kid.
Let's look around, see what we can find.
Uy.
Jeremy had gone missing. The housekeeper said the staff at their settle was looking for him. But Emily wanted answers and demanded to speak to Dr. Gray, the man in charge. While waiting, a young girl offered to show Emily and Detective Conby inside Jeremy's room. The perfect opportunity to look for clues regarding Jeremy's disappearance.
Disappearance. Ya los acentos, los idiomas. Me flipan. Me falta una pieza.
What kind of stuff are we looking for? I've never been part of an investigation before.
Letters, diaries, receipts, all sorts of notes.
I've read about police analyzing teeth marks and blood samples and fingerprints to find criminals. Is that something you can do?
No, that sounds more like the way the Bureau of Investigation does things. But, you know, if you do find teeth or blood, it's still worth mentioning.
We should talk to Dr. Gray when we're done here. He's the one who runs the hospital. He must know something about what's happened.
Yeah, I just want to get a feel of what we're dealing with here first.
Of course.
El diario.
Every night the dark man stands opaque at the threshold of my room, counting the days until my spirit spills out.
Este es el mismo, ¿no? Que el otro. Es exactamente el mismo diario, ¿verdad? Es muy largo y está en el mismo.
Have you ever seen anything like this? Looks like a talisman.
You mean like this one?
En serio. Te dije la otra vez, pero es que este cuadro me recuerda muchísimo a los del Capitulo.
Can you find me a knife to cut the canvas?
No sé qué sitio, no me acuerdo si había algún cuadro de estos. Creo que era en el Capitulo.
Painting? Sure, I'll find one. I found this tube as well. Should keep it safe for you. Do you want to carry it or should I? Miss Hartwood? Emily?
I'll take it. Thank you.
We're done here, right?
I'm not sure. I don't know how to do any of this.
Listen, I think we should talk to Dr. Gray.
Como si esto fuese una versión un poco más corta de...
Okay. Let's do that.
Porque la otra creo que mirábamos debajo de la mesa y rebuscábamos...
Come on, I don't want to be here all night.
Detective Carnby? Where did...
Oh, no.
What on earth is happening? What is this place?
Oh, no. Estamos en el barrio francés de Nueva Orleans.
Emily had never seen the French Quarter quite like this, dark and alien. The only possible refuge she could see from Jeremy's balcony was a bit of light coming from a corner store.
Pues sí, parece un poco una versión más aligerada de... Porque ya digo, en la otra mirábamos aquí. Esta tía le están dando un montón de munición. Uy. A ver, que aquí teníamos premio, ¿no? ¡Uy! ¡Uy! Que esta dispara diferente. Que esta dispara diferente. ¡Hala! ¡Hala, hala, hala, hala! Pero no sé si hace menos daño. Hostia, es que en el revólver del tío era más lento pero más contundente. Esta se ve que es más rápida de manejar, pero hace menos daño. Al menos esa sensación me da. RT.
This can't be.
¿Cómo que no? Vale, yo también tengo sigilo. Bebida isotónica. Esta es la tienda vudú, ¿no? Che. Anda, mira, la serpiente del tarro. ¿What? Al poli no le hacías eso, ¿eh? Al poli digo, al...
Batiste?
How'd you get here?
I was back at Dorsetto. Looking for my Uncle Jeremy?
Jeremy's your uncle. I didn't know.
Why would you? You're still working at Dorsetto?
Tiene un
Yeah,
pasado
both
en
me and Bob stuck
Derceto.
around. We're real orderlies now. You remember my sister Lotta, don't you?
What?
What happened, Batiste? How are we here?
You know about the dark man haunting your uncle?
I'm familiar with his mental state.
I think we all in his head somehow. Because these streets are real, but they're not like on any map. Nah, this is like when you remember something, but in the wrong way.
Do you know how to get back to Dorsetto? I'm not safe here.
Truer words have yet been spoken, Mrs. Marcus.
Don't call me that. It's Miss Emily Hartwood. There's no reason to call me anything else.
I'm sorry, Miss Emily. I'm just trying to tell you like it is. This place ain't safe for no one. There's evil hiding in the dark.
How do I get back?
Only Jeremy knows how. He has this juju necklace guiding him.
You mean this talisman?
Mm-hmm. Just like it. He says it's been protecting him ever since he got it from Miss Jackson down the street.
You know where it came from? Have you been there?
I was there no more than 1 hour ago looking for Jeremy. Locked it up to keep the ghouls from getting inside. You can have the key if you want.
Thank you. I'll take a look.
Stay safe, miss.
Tercero en discordia. Mi gato. Bueno, a ver que me desvela este.
Want to see if Jeremy shows up.
Your sister. She also works at Dorsetto?
Yeah, she the one who got us jobs.
Be careful, okay?
You said it, miss.
Pues esto en un solo diálogo, vamos. La verdad. Ah, que no me deja pasar. Bueno, pues nada. Pero bueno.
Oh, what's this?
Ups. Oh, el bicho este de mierda. Pero aquí no tenía yo fuegote, ¿no? Aquí tenemos solo ladrillos. Tampoco tengo, creo, necesidad de pelearme con el bicho este. Uy. Cuidado. Me ha visto la luz. ¡Ah! ¿Me has visto? ¿En serio? No creo, ¿no? ¿En serio me has visto? Lily. Ni siquiera se me ha activado la... No se me activa ni siquiera la música de combate. ¿Qué? Ahora, vale. Esto en realidad no te hace nada, ¿no? ¿O sí? ¡No! Mongola. ¡Uy! ¡Uy, bo! ¡Uy! Uy. Pero ¿cómo coño me ha visto? ¿Me ven? Bueno, puede que me haya visto la luz de la linterna, pero vamos. Guau. Bueno. Tengo que tener más cuidado con esta tía entonces, parece, porque con el otro tío no me vio. Lo que no recuerdo es si llevaba la luz encendida o no, la verdad. O aquí me salía yo unos pocos, ¿no? No recuerdo mal. De hecho, me salía creo cuando tocaba algo. Ah, pues no, no me ha hecho falta ni tocar. Ah, esta pistola es muchísimo más rápida. Muchísimo más rápida. ¡Qué alegría! Hola, aquí. Hola, ¿vienes otra vez? No, por amor. Pero cariño, te has puesto delante del monitor. Perdón. ¿Quieres venir aquí? Un segundito. Está rápido. Atención. ¿Eh? ¿Quieres venir aquí? ¿No? ¿Quieres, eh? ¿Quieres venir? Vale, aquí tenía alcohol. Camita, muy bien. O sea que esto es lentísimo. Pero lentísimo. ¿Qué planta los tres ahí sobando? ¡Ay! Ahí viene el perro. Haciéndome lo mismo que a lo otro. Me pasó. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué viene aquí? Que no sé qué quiere, gordo. Aquí viene. Veré ya. Piensa. Más para atrás. ¿No? Calentito. Vale, tengo. Los conozco ya. Vale, me sigue faltando un bicho, creo. ¿No lo has cogido? Ahora, ¿quieres cogerla? Esto es una cosa que no me gusta nada. Que no puedes llevarlo en la mano tipo Evil Within, ya lo comenté en el otro directo del tío. Que tengas que llevar esto así, en la mano forzosamente, con el gatillo pulsado, porque no lo puedas llevar cuando andando a lo normal, o al menos yo no he descubierto la manera de hacerlo, me parece terrible. Porque además te obliga a ir lentísimo. ¡Ay! Encima no le doy. Vaya mongola. Hasta la cara. Se me va a romper ya mismo el de esto. Problema, me estoy helando. Brazos. Antes tenía los brazos ahí abajo. Y ahora el canijo este. Ha acaparado mi mantita.
This must be Miss Jackson's place. Let's see if we can find out more about Jeremy's talisman. It looks exactly like Jeremy's talisman.
Vale. Ah, espera,
I think
espera.
it's meant to hold the talisman.
Vale, sí, espérate. Wait a minute. Ni siquiera me deja activar esa puerta, bien. Vale, la combinación serán las mismas en... Hacen falta 3 números para crear el puente entre ámbito, sueño y memoria, según Esther. No es a donde quiero llegar, pero es un comienzo. 358. Sí, creo que es el mismo... Sí, exacto, es el mismo número, 358.
I'm not sure what numbers I should use. Maybe there's something in Jeremy's notes.
Es... Ocho.
What's that picture in the glass? Where is that?
Es aquí. Ya no va nada por aquí, ¿verdad? ¿Puedo saltar?
Good to see you again, Miss Hartwood. Mrs. Thompson told me you were here. She also alerted me that you brought a detective with you. I'm very curious to hear what this is all about. You don't remember me, do you, Miss Hartwood?
¿Será de cuando la
We met at
trajo?
your family's house in the Garden District, when your uncle was about to be admitted under my care.
Es verdad que
No,
había
I
uno.
remember. Sorry. I'm not really feeling well.
Oh, well, in that case, have a seat. Let me make you a drink. I don't seem to have made much of an impression on you. On the other hand, I can vividly recall you and your parents.
Because of our cheerful disposition, I'm sure.
You are far too
XD.
intelligent to think that. You come from a joyless family, Miss Hartwood. The only amusement I took from my visit was discovering that the young lady's drink was an old-fashioned.
Very astute. Is that supposed to make you seem attentive or intelligent?
Whatever you prefer. Are you ready to tell me why
Al
you are
rollete
here,
las.
Miss Hartwood? And why you brought a detective?
I received a letter from my uncle. He seems certain that he was in danger here. If I find out you're treating him badly, I'll be taking him back with me to New Orleans.
Really? Is he going to live with you in your tiny garçonniere? That would be a spectacular way to ratify your spinsterhood.
Pero
Because
bueno.
you're well aware that your father would never let him back in his house. No, I have it. Maybe you can bring him back up north. You've been wanting to move back for quite a few years, haven't you?
¿Perdona?
You always preferred your mother's side of the family. Jeremy is free to leave with you. I won't object. However, there is one problem, as you might have learned. He is, in fact, missing.
Do you know where he could have gone?
No, I'm afraid I don't. I have my staff looking for him. I'm sure he will show up eventually. Especially if he learns that you are here. He is quite fond of you.
What can you tell me about his condition? I never heard a proper diagnosis. What is your medical opinion of him?
Well, let me think. He is an anxious man, depressed, even. He suffers from a perceived lack of order in his inner and outer life. He constantly complains about events not presenting themselves according to their divine nature.
And the Dark Man?
Hard to tell if it was ever anything specific. Jeremy uses the Dark Man as a psychological scapegoat to avoid facing the truth that he is in any way at fault.
You don't think there can be any truth to the Dark Man's supernatural existence?
Why would you ask that?
Can we ever be sure?
If the Dark Man is some sort of evil presence that is in possession of Jeremy?
Well,
I assure you, any evidence that you experience supporting that claim is purely delusional. Don't get caught up in mass hysteria, Miss Hartwood. You wouldn't want to take your uncle's place in this hospital, would you?
I'll be leaving now, Doctor. I need to keep looking for my uncle.
Do so, Miss Hartwood. I'll let you know if he shows up.